Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins that could be sitting in your pocket change or hiding in an old jar at your grandparents' house. In today's video, we're going to take a detailed look into one of the most historically significant and highly sought-after coins in American numismatic history. We're talking about the 1925 no-mint mark wheat 1-cent penny coin. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but its incredible story, historical background, and jaw-dropping value will leave you speechless. So make sure to watch till the very end, because this penny has a current market value of $82,726 and could change your life if you happen to own one. Let's begin with the history. The 1925 Lincoln Wheat penny was minted during a significant time in American history, just a few years after World War I and in the middle of the Roaring Twenties. This was a time of economic boom, jazz music, and a rapidly changing cultural landscape in the United States. The Lincoln Wheat Cent, which had been introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, was already a popular and widely used coin by 1925. The wheat design on the reverse of the coin, with two stylized wheat ears framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, was a tribute to American agriculture and productivity. Now here's where things get more interesting. The 1925 penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, only the Denver and San Francisco coins carry mint marks, a small d or s below the date on the obverse side. The Philadelphia minted coin, known as the 1925 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny, lacks a mint mark entirely. While millions of these coins were minted in Philadelphia, only a small fraction of them have survived in pristine or near-perfect condition over the decades, making high-grade examples incredibly rare and valuable. What makes the 1925 no-mint mark wheat penny so special is not only its age and historical significance, but also its scarcity in uncirculated or high mint state condition. Most of these coins have been worn down over the years, passed through countless hands in everyday circulation. But when a 1925 no-mint mark penny surfaces in brilliant, uncirculated condition with full original red luster and sharp detail, it becomes a true gem in the world of coin collecting. Collectors and investors alike are willing to pay top dollar for such specimens because of their rarity and appeal. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VB, appear subtly at the bottom of Lincoln's shoulder on some varieties. Above Lincoln's head is the inscription "In God We Trust," and to the left and right are the words "Liberty" and the date 1925. The reverse side features the classic wheat stalks and the inscriptions 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. Over the decades, the 1925 no-mint mark penny has become a prized possession among collectors. While most circulated examples are worth just a few dollars depending on their condition, the real treasure lies in the extremely fine and mint state grades. A coin that is graded MS65 or higher by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can command astonishing prices at auction. One such 1925 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Cent, preserved in impeccable red condition and flawless surfaces, was sold for an incredible $82,726, making it one of the highest recorded prices for this coin in the collector's market. Now you may be wondering what factors affect the value of this coin and how you can determine if the penny in your collection is worth a fortune. Let's break it down. The 3 main factors that influence the value of a 1925 Lincoln Wheat penny are grade, color, and rarity. The grade refers to the coin's condition, ranging from heavily worn to mint state. The color categories include brown, red-brown, and full red. Full red coins are the most desirable and command the highest premiums. Lastly, rarity refers to how many coins in similar condition exist in the market. The fewer there are, the more valuable the coin becomes. So, if you come across a 1925 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny that looks sharp, has minimal wear, and displays strong luster, it may be worth sending it to a grading service for authentication and appraisal. Make sure to handle the coin carefully by the edges and avoid touching the surfaces with your fingers, as even slight damage can impact the coin's value. In today's market, the demand for rare and historic coins is higher than ever. Collectors around the world are searching for unique treasures to add to their collections. The 1925 no-mint mark wheat penny, with its blend of American heritage, artistic design, and remarkable scarcity in high grades, continues to be a top prize. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin represents the kind of discovery that makes coin collecting so exciting and rewarding. Before we wrap up, remember to always double-check your change and look through any old coin jars, family heirlooms, or inherited collections. You never know when you might stumble upon a coin that's worth tens of thousands of dollars. That little copper penny from 1925, seemingly lost to time, could turn out to be a hidden fortune waiting to be found. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1925 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny and want more videos about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny or want us to cover another specific coin in our next video. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and who knows, you might just have a coin worth $82,726 in your hands right now. Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today, we are diving deep into the astonishing world of rare coins as we explore one of the most fascinating and valuable pennies in American history. Yes, we are talking about the legendary 1940 Lincoln wheat 1-cent penny coin. A small copper coin with a big story and an even bigger price tag. Would you believe that one of these tiny coins, if preserved in excellent condition, has been valued at an unbelievable market price of $99,101? That's right. This isn't just another ordinary old penny. This is a piece of American numismatic history that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Let us begin with the historical background of the 1940 wheat penny. The D mint mark on this coin stands for the Denver Mint, one of the United States Mint's primary facilities responsible for coin production. In 1940, the Denver Mint struck approximately 81,124,000 Lincoln wheat pennies. At first glance, that might seem like a huge number, suggesting the coin should be common. But here's where the details make all the difference. Not every 1940 penny is created equal. Some were struck with higher quality, some were preserved better, and others display mint errors that make them incredibly rare and valuable. This penny belongs to the Lincoln wheat penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features a profile of President Abraham Lincoln, commemorating the 100th anniversary of his birth. This design was historic because it was the first time a U.S. president appeared on a regular issue coin. The reverse side of the penny proudly displays two wheat stalks curved along the sides, with the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America in the center and E pluribus unum along the top edge. Now, let's talk about the reasons why this coin is worth so much money today. While most circulated 1940 wheat pennies might only bring a few cents or dollars, the coins in pristine condition or with rare striking errors are the real treasures. One of the main reasons collectors go after the 1940 penny is due to the existence of superbly preserved examples in red uncirculated condition, known as MS67RD and above. These coins retain their original mint luster, showing off the bright copper-red color they had the day they were struck. Fewer than a handful of these coins have been graded in such perfect condition by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, making them extremely rare. Furthermore, coins with unusual errors such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks significantly increase the value. Some rare 1940 wheat pennies have been discovered with misaligned dies or die cracks, making them highly desirable to error coin collectors. When rarity, high demand, and pristine preservation combine, the value skyrockets. What is it that makes one of these 1940 D wheat pennies worth $99,101? That value is tied to a specific example that was professionally graded and authenticated as being in top-tier condition, with no signs of wear, original luster intact, and all fine details perfectly preserved. It likely features a flawless strike, beautiful red coloration, and has been kept in a protective environment since it was minted over 80 years ago. These rare gems are typically sold through prestigious auction houses, where elite collectors compete to add them to their high-end collections. Now, you might be wondering how you can tell if your 1940 D penny is valuable. First, check for the D mint mark under the date. Then examine the condition. If your coin is still red and shiny like it was freshly minted, you might have something special. Check for any doubling of the numbers or letters, or anything unusual about the strike. You should consider sending it to a reputable grading service for a professional evaluation if you believe it may be uncirculated or have a rare mint error. Collectors often store their most valuable coins in certified holders or slabs that offer long-term protection and also include the coin's official grade. If your penny is uncirculated and has not been touched by human hands since minting, its value increases dramatically. Even circulated coins in good condition can bring a decent profit depending on their features. Over the years, collectors and investors have driven up the demand for vintage American coins like the 1940 D Lincoln Wheat Penny. And with fewer top-condition coins surviving every year, their market value continues to rise. Imagine owning a small copper penny from the early 20th century and discovering that its value exceeds $99,000. That's the power of numismatics. Next time you come across old coins in your pocket change, in a forgotten box or inherited collection, don't dismiss them too quickly. You could be holding on to a fortune. The 1940 D wheat penny stands as a reminder that even the smallest items can carry immense historical significance and surprising value. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the past, exploring the remarkable story and unbelievable value of the 1940 D Lincoln Wheat 1-cent penny. Be sure to like this video, share it with fellow coin enthusiasts, and subscribe to the channel for more rare coin discoveries that could be worth life-changing money. Until next time, happy collecting, and may you uncover your very own treasure in the world of coins. Welcome back, rare coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today's video is going to take you on an unforgettable journey deep into the world of one of the most talked about and highly sought-after Lincoln pennies of the 20th century, the legendary 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. By the end of this video, you will understand why this small copper coin is now making massive waves in the numismatic world and how one of these rare specimens recently reached a jaw-dropping market value of $79,108. So grab your magnifying glass, because what looks like an ordinary penny might actually be a coin worth a small fortune hiding right in your change jar. Let's dive straight into the incredible history behind this rare 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. This coin was minted in the United States during a time of economic challenges and changing coin compositions. The United States Mint, responsible for producing the nation's coinage, operates from several minting facilities, most notably Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The 1980 penny in question was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark on 1-cent coins. This is why the 1980 Lincoln cent carries no visible mint mark, but here's the twist. Even though most 1980 Philadelphia pennies were ordinary and produced in massive numbers, a select few were struck using unusually sharp dies or premium-quality copper planchets that resulted in exceptionally high detail and a stunning finish. These examples were often uncirculated or struck under extraordinary conditions, making them significantly rarer than the rest. This is where the mystery begins. A coin without a mint mark is not always rare, but when that coin comes from 1980 and it has a certain visual perfection, error, or variety, collectors take serious notice. Now let's look at the design of the coin. On the obverse side, or front of the coin, we find the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's portrait has been featured on the penny since 1909, celebrating the centennial of his birth. Surrounding Lincoln's bust are the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1980. On the reverse side, you'll see the classic Lincoln Memorial design, which was introduced in 1959 and remained in use until 2008. The detail within the columns of the memorial is so fine that you can actually see the tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside if you look closely. What sets the 1980 no-mint mark penny apart is not just its lack of mint mark, but a combination of its flawless preservation, sharply struck details, and its appeal to collectors who specialize in varieties and minting anomalies. Some examples of the 1980 penny have been found with double die errors, off-center strikes, or incredibly clean surfaces that have earned them the highest grading certifications from top authorities like the Professional Coin Grading Service, or PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, or NGC, in recent years. One such 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny made headlines after being graded as MS67 red, meaning it was in mint state condition with a brilliant red color that had not faded or oxidized over time. Because of its pristine condition and demand from collectors across the country, this particular coin fetched an unbelievable auction price of $79,108. That's right, nearly 80 grand for a single penny, turning what most people would ignore on the sidewalk into a numismatic treasure. So, why is this coin worth so much money? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, collector demand, and historic significance. While millions of 1980 pennies were minted, only a microscopic percentage have survived in flawless condition, with uncirculated brilliance and no post-mint damage. These are the coins that draw the attention of investors, collectors, museums, and auction houses. The no-mint mark detail adds an element of uniqueness, and when a coin from that year grades near perfect or includes a recognized error or variety, it becomes extremely valuable. Many coin experts recommend checking your old penny jars, wallets, and even inherited collections from parents or grandparents. There's a strong chance that a rare penny like the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln could be hiding among those coins. If you do find one, do not clean it. Cleaning a coin destroys its surface and can severely reduce its value. Instead, place it carefully in a protective holder and get it professionally graded. Coin grading is essential if you believe your 1980 penny might be valuable. Services like PCGS or NGC will authenticate your coin, assess its condition on a scale from 1 to 70, and provide a certification that adds tremendous credibility and resale value. Coins graded MS65 or higher can be worth thousands. Those graded MS67 or higher, especially with red luster and no blemishes, are the true stars of the coin collecting world and are capable of reaching five-figure sums just like the one that sold $4.79. 108. Let's not forget the emotional and historical value of this coin either. Each Lincoln penny tells a story of America's economic shifts, changing materials, minting technology, and public demand. The 1980 no-mint mark penny is a reminder that, even in a digital age, physical currency still holds deep meaning, cultural value, and untapped wealth for those who take the time to learn and search it. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started in the hobby, the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a coin you'll want to keep your eye on. It's not only a link to American history, but also a potential gold mine in the palm of your hand. Thank you for joining us today for this deep dive into the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny coin. If you learned something new or if this video inspired you to start searching through your change, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories about rare coins that could be worth a fortune. Leave a comment below if you have ever come across a 1980 penny or any other rare coin. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and remember, your next penny could be worth $79,108. Welcome back to the channel where we explore the rarest and most valuable coins ever released in the history of the United States Mint. In today's video, we are diving deep into the story of one specific coin that may appear ordinary at first glance, but is actually one of the most collectible and high-value coins in existence today. That coin is none other than the 1994 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, which has taken the coin collecting world by storm due to its rarity, historical background, minting details, and an astonishing current market value of $92,536. So make sure to watch this video until the end because you might just discover that you have this rare treasure hiding in your pocket, jar, or old coin collection. Let's begin by going back in time to the year 1994. The United States Mint was operating full steam, producing billions of circulating coins across its various minting facilities. In Denver, Colorado, the D Mint mark was used on many coins, including the Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin featured the long-running and beloved design of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front of the coin, a design originally created by Victor David Brenner in the year 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. The reverse side of the penny in 1994 still displayed the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., a design that had been in use since 1959. What makes the 1994 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny special is not just its age or its widespread use in commerce. It is a particular type of error, rarity, or special condition in which some of these coins were produced or preserved that has driven their value sky high in the numismatic market. While billions of 1994 pennies were made at the Denver Mint, only a handful have been discovered with striking issues, doubled dies, off-center errors, or have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated, or proof-like condition that make them immensely desirable to serious collectors. One of the most important things to understand is that when it comes to coin value, condition matters greatly. Coins that have been graded by professional coin grading services such as PCGS or NGC as Mint State 65 or higher are worth significantly more than those that have been circulated and show signs of wear. The 1994 D Lincoln penny in question has been graded in nearly perfect condition and is considered a high-end collectible due to its clean strike, original mint luster, and lack of contact marks. This specific coin, which recently sold at auction for an incredible $92,536, has shocked even veteran coin dealers with its final hammer priced. Why would anyone pay nearly $100,000 for a single penny? The answer lies in the coin's unique combination of attributes: historical significance, scarcity in high grade, and collector demand. Lincoln pennies have long been a staple of American coin collecting, and any rare variation or pristine example can skyrocket in value. Collectors are constantly searching for high-grade, rare-date pennies to complete their sets, and the 1994 D in such extraordinary condition is considered a top-tier prize. Additionally, many of these valuable coins are discovered by everyday people, coin roll hunters, thrift store buyers, or even people simply emptying their pockets at the end of the day. That's why it is so important to carefully examine your change. Look for any 1994 pennies with a D Mint mark that show unusual characteristics like doubling of the date, Lincoln's profile or letters, or simply appear to be in exceptionally good condition. If you suspect you found one, it is highly recommended that you get the coin authenticated and graded by a professional service. Let's talk a little about what makes this coin sell for over $92,000. The specific coin we are referring to was not only in near-perfect mint state condition, but also displayed a clear and bold strike, full red color with no dark spots, and an almost mirror-like surface. It had been kept carefully for years, untouched, uncirculated, and stored in a way that preserved its beauty and value. At auction, two major collectors competed fiercely to add this rare penny to their collections, driving the price beyond expectations. Another factor that affects a coin's value is its historical relevance. The Lincoln penny is the longest-running design in U.S. coinage history, and coins from the 1990s are now gaining interest as people realize they are no longer as common in circulation. With fewer people saving pennies and the future of the 1 cent coin in question due to rising production costs, modern collectors are looking at coins from the 90s and early 2000s with fresh eyes and renewed enthusiasm. If you have a 1994 D penny in your possession, examine it closely. Is it uncirculated? Is the design sharp and the surfaces shiny? Does it appear different from other pennies? If so, it might be time to send it to a grading service for professional evaluation. Even if your coin is not worth tens of thousands, a well-preserved penny from 1994 with minor errors or high mint state grading could still fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars on the collector market. In conclusion, the 1994 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1 cent penny is a perfect example of how something so small and seemingly insignificant can hold tremendous historical, monetary, and collectible value. With a current market value of $92,536 for a top-quality specimen, this coin proves that treasure still exists in the most unexpected places. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector or a curious beginner, never underestimate the value of a single penny. Check your change, examine your coin jars, and start paying closer attention. The next valuable discovery could be in your hands right now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable Lincoln penny, make sure to like this video, share it with your fellow coin collectors, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories and discoveries from the world of coins. Stay tuned and keep searching. Your next big find could be just 1 penny away. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins that could change your life forever. In today's exciting episode, we are uncovering the fascinating history, rarity, and unbelievable current market value of one of the most iconic and widely collected American coins of all time, the legendary 1941 no-mint Mark Lincoln Wheat 1 cent penny coin. If you or someone you know has a jar of old coins at home, pay close attention, because this humble penny could be hiding in plain sight, and it might just be worth a staggering $72,198 today. Let's begin our journey back to the year 1941, a significant moment in American history. The world was on the brink of major global conflict as World War II intensified, and the United States was still recovering from the Great Depression. Amidst this turbulent period, the United States Mint in Philadelphia struck millions of 1 cent wheat pennies without any mint mark, which is typical for coins produced at the Philadelphia facility during that era. However, while the mintage number was high, the secret to this penny's incredible value lies not in the number struck, but in the details of its condition, errors, and hidden varieties that have stunned collectors for generations. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat penny features the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design had been in use since 1909 to honor the centennial of Lincoln's birth and is revered as one of the most enduring designs in U.S. coinage history. On the reverse side of the coin, you will find the iconic wheat ears framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, a tribute to American agriculture and strength. These wheat reverse coins are commonly referred to as wheat pennies and were produced from 1909 through 1958 before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. Now, let's talk about why the 1941 no-mint Mark wheat penny has become such a phenomenon in the world of numismatics. First, while millions of these coins were minted, very few survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. Most of the coins from 1941 were used in daily commerce during wartime and suffered extensive wear and tear. Finding one in excellent condition with full original luster, sharp details, and zero signs of circulation is a rare feat, and it is these high-grade examples that command astronomical prices at auction. Additionally, there are several known error varieties from the 1941 penny that drive collectors wild. These include double die obverse errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and repunched mint mark errors, even though the Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. Some of these minting anomalies occurred during the striking process when the coin dies were misaligned or improperly prepared, creating unique and often one-of-a-kind specimens. If you happen to find a 1941 no-mint mark penny with a dramatic doubling in the lettering or date, or any unusual imperfection, it could be worth a small fortune. Another reason the 1941 no-mint mark penny is so sought after is due to its sentimental and historical value. Many collectors treasure these coins as relics from the World War II era, a time when every penny counted and patriotism was at its peak. The Lincoln Wheat penny has become a symbol of American resilience and tradition, and owning one in superior condition is like holding a piece of history in your hand. Now let's get to the most exciting part of this video, the value of this coin today. While circulated examples of the 1941 no-mint mark penny might only fetch a few cents to a couple of dollars depending on their condition, uncirculated specimens, particularly those graded MS65 and above by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But here's the shocker. A perfectly preserved example with impeccable surfaces, strong strike, and original red coloration recently sold in a high-stakes auction for an eye-popping $72,198. That's right, one single penny that was once used to buy a piece of candy is now worth enough to buy a luxury car, pay off student loans, or even put a down payment on a house. This unbelievable value proves that even the most ordinary-looking coin can hide an extraordinary fortune. So how can you tell if you have one of these rare gems in your possession? First, check the date and make sure it says 1941 and has no mint mark below the date, which indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Next, examine the coin closely under a magnifying glass for any unusual errors or doubling. Pay attention to the condition of the coin, especially the luster, clarity of design, and the absence of wear. If you believe your penny might be valuable, it is always worth sending it to a professional grading service to authenticate and appraise its value. In conclusion, the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat 1-cent penny coin is a shining example of how history, rarity, and condition can combine to transform a simple coin into a highly coveted treasure. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector, a treasure hunter, or just someone curious about the coins in your change jar, never underestimate the power of the penny. Your next great discovery could be sitting quietly in a drawer, waiting to change your life forever. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories about the world's most valuable and rare coins. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll uncover more hidden treasures that are worth a lot of money. Until next time, keep collecting and happy hunting.